Alright, well, welcome to Hawkeye Marine's YouTube channel. Today the project is to get back on Hatchet's boat and see if I can't just get this one done and out of here. A little history on it. It came in, had a lot of problems. It was leaking in the back, so there's an inspection. It's behind a plate. It was leaking back there, and they don't sell a gasket for that anymore. And so I had to make a gasket 2-3 times, and then it's a perfect seal. And I wasn't sure if that repair would even take, but it did, and it's not leaking anymore, so that's good. And then it had 3 missing jets in the carburetor, and these carburetors are like they got, I think it's like 27 jets. It's a lot of jets, but there's 2 jets in the front. I think there may be high and low speed jets, but the one on the left was right. I think it was 0.46, and then, but on the one on the right, they had all of them missing, and they're 0.070. So I don't know. Maybe they did that for a reason. I'm not sure. Maybe there was some kind of, but I'm going back to original because it was designed this way. So I'm gonna put, I put those jets back in. It really does run good. One of the problems I'm having right now is just to keep talking about it, he had some, I sent it away, and then I think he got some bad gas, and it took us a while to figure that out. But the gas was terrible in it. I was thinking at one point that maybe the tank was leaking, but I don't think the tank is leaking. And I did some tests on that, and but it needs to be flushed yet. So I thought I'd put a gallon of gas in it and see if I could flush that out before we put some good gas in it. Runs on my tank, but he wants to have an emergency tank, so we gotta hook up something there. So I went back with the original fuel connector for the engine. And because he's got hydraulic lines, and real quick, I guess I can show you, but down in here, it's real close, and get this out. There's not a lot of room to move around back here, but the Mercury fittings, like I have a few different ones that are, like I had some Red Rhino ones that are really good fuel connectors for like Mercury's, and that's a Mercury part, you know, because I had to get the bolt and the connector. And so a little better light, I guess. So what I did was I have some different connectors. Like I have this is a Mercury fuel connector I have on my website, Hawkeye Marine. And oh, by the way, you know, like if you like the stuff I'm doing, hit the like button, because this time of year YouTube doesn't push out. They don't, it seems like they don't like boat mechanics or something, I don't know. But this year, people are probably not watching boat repair videos as much as in the summer. But I bought a few other connectors, and they go on to that Mercury connector that I have, but then they just, because when you tilt the motor, it just kind of pops it off. And so that's not going to work. It's not going to stay connected good. So I think what we're going to do, or what I decided, he bought another old tank, and it has like different type of end on it, you know, like the old school Mercury tanks. So I think what we'll do, I have these on my website too, the Hawkeye Marine And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm not trying to beg or anything, but I won't mention it. Just go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I got a lot of people that they watch my stuff, but they don't subscribe. It's free anyway. So I have this type of connector. If the light will show it good, I don't know. Just make sure you get out here where maybe in the sun. I can set this down, talk to you guys. So I have two. I have one, this is a Mercury connector, really good aluminum connector. This is a tank in. This is like the old school ones. And then I've got, this is usually, I'm sorry, this would be an old school tank in. The newer style they had, or engine in, they had a little thing here where two bolts would go down it. But what we're thinking about doing is taking this tank in, if I can get it open. Yeah, and we're just gonna take a little bit of fuel line and have it sticking outside the engine, and then we'll take these. This will be on our gas tank, so you can buy a couple of these or whatever. And then when you plug this in, man, it's tight. So I don't know if you saw that. Anyway, and then that'll be a good connection. That other is not going to work. And then he brought me a little trolling motor, and I'm going to get that installed up front, so when we take it out, if there is something crazy, since we've really been down the hole with this one, that we've got a way to get back or get somewhere. But yeah, it had lots of issues, and I think we're narrowing it down. It really does run great. I fired it up over here, and I've taken it down to the marina, backed it in the water. Now I haven't taken it for a drive yet, but I backed it, man, and I shifted it in gear a few times, and it really does run great. Motor, but he wants a fuel connector so that, like, in emergency, he can hook up an emergency tank. Well, I'm gonna back his tank or his boat back in the water again to see if there's any water getting in his tank. But until then, I ordered us a new Mercury fitting. This is the fitting that goes on that engine. It's, it's a 135. So this is 22-816-856T3. And then you need the bolt, which is 106-9067. So, and then I had to order 3 jets because the carburetors were missing all 3 jets. They were all .070, and those are Mercury 1395-6030, and this is for that Mercury 135, and it's like an 89, I guess. Alright, so I don't know why, but every one of these carburetors had the jet missing. It was, now another jet's missing. What the? Hope I didn't throw the wrong one away. What? No. Wow. It's somewhere. Anyway. That's about how it's been going for this boat. Yeah, none of them have enough of that. Well, that'll learn you. I don't know where it went. Rolled off on the floor. Who knows? Didn't go in the trash. I looked everywhere for it. So, got another carburetor, set of carburetors over there, and a .082. So temporarily, I threw one of them in there. And maybe I'll find it, maybe it went on the floor. That just, you know, there you go, man. That's like, that'll teach you. That'll learn you. I don't know why I did that. But I'm looking everywhere. You'll probably come up someday, somewhere. Maybe it won't, I don't know. I guess I can't sit and lay around. So anyway, I got it opened up out there, even though it's hotter than Tasmanian devil. I don't know how hot they are. But yeah, I'm just gonna set up over here and in the shade and try to knock this out real quick and see if I can't run it on my tank, and then see, all this was so that I could get it to run, so I could back it into the lake over there and see if we're getting any water in that tank. Anyway, that's what I'm up against. I'm gonna kind of wipe this area out real good. No sense cleaning carbs and you're leaving all kinds of junk. So that's what I got going on, man. All right, well, I found the jet. As I said, that little tub of mine with my other tools, I guess it just bounced into it. Got our fuel connector on. Now I just got to find a tank in. I don't know where, if I've got one of those. Put that jet already back in. Ready to put this one on. So what I was saying is, this is my choke over here, and for some reason I don't think it's coming in the right location, but I'm gonna have to look at the diagrams because cut off. And I got my tub filled up. I got my tank hooked up. And the fuel connector in is not great, but everything else just looks like it's holding. This will, I don't know, let's see if we're getting anything. Looks like we got a little wetness there. put the airbox on. See what happens. Whoops. I've got some work to do. I got these fuel lines here yet. Maybe just replace those. It's definitely coming, I think, out of those two lines. So maybe this is premature putting it on. Oh, wait, got some new fuel line. It's all leaking down. Got some little hose clamps that I had. Put the airbox back on. Let's see really if we get anything leaking anywhere. I ordered some radius tie wraps. I'll do that whenever I get them in. Here's what I'm attempting to do. See, this just didn't work. Alright, here's what I got going on. Cut me a piece of line. This will go to the fuel pump. This Mercury fuel connector that I have from Red Rhino. It's not like the plastic crap you get at Atwood from, I don't know, Walmart or wherever. These are actually pretty good. Alright, so I'll just put this guy like so. Hopefully this clamp is still good. Yep, it's not. They get to a certain age, man. They're just... Oh, okay, so it didn't even... What happened to it? Yeah, it's gone. Man, you could put it back in there, but it's just going to come out. So I guess we'll use this one. I don't like these clamps, really. I like the other ones where you can like I have a little clamp box I just started, but I'm out of a bunch of stuff. Like, you know, you have these and that's probably alright, but it's not really the right size. That's not the right size. This is too small for this. You know, I need to get some more. I don't know, that might work. If I can get it on there, I can cinch it down. Yeah, it might. Probably get some silicone spray and it'll slide on there. Let me try that. Put a little silicone spray right there. Yeah, went on there. Good. That's a good deal, really. Probably use one on this end too, and then that saves me a clamp, and then it'll look good. Or do I put this end on the other? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Sorry, another boring video. So then I'll do this and go get my tool. Okay, you need a pair of pliers like this to get this, but this makes a really good connection. These connectors are a little bit more expensive, but you just squeeze it together till it's good and taut, about like that. And I mean, that thing is not coming off of there. I mean, we could probably even give it one more of a little squeeze if we wanted to. Yeah, about like that. That's not coming off. But I may use this on the engine end, just so if you need to take it off and on, because if you use one of these you'll never get it off. And then try to find another one that we can put like on the tank end, but I want to flush it first. So before I put one of these, I put this connector on, I will put some gas in it and flush it, if that makes sense. And then I'm gonna get something, maybe I'll just stick it back in this box. But oh, I'll show you, like, see, like this, which this is a brand new, this is a Mercury part. See, it's just not, I don't know why it is. Here it go in, and it's kind of tight. Now it's tight. But it will pop loose, and it's just not gonna work for me. And then I have another connector here. So that I bought a whole bunch of connectors. Cause I'm like, well, I'll use them. Not, well, here's another one. This is a, see, it just comes right off. So I don't know if we've got, you know, the right connector, or if it's just a bad part. But I'll keep it, because maybe eventually I'll have one that's real good with it. And then if I need to, I can put it on another engine. Or I'll throw it away, I guess. Probably should ship it back, but I'm gonna get the bolt that goes with it, so I can put it in here. And I can put it in my... Alright, here's what we came up with. So that way you can take it off that way. And then you got this connector out here, and then he can connect up whatever tank he desires. Plus I like it, you can run it out of fuel. You know, you just disconnect the line when the engine's running in the water, and then it runs out. It runs all that fuel out of those tanks. Now here's another modification that I came up with. So on this fuel pump, you could get like this cable would like circle down. It kind of went away down around. Well, that cable's no longer being made. So what I came up with was, I just bought, you know, a right angle connector here, and then a little piece of hose, some clamps, and then this clamp. And now we've bypassed see, because the problem is you got this throttle shift cable in the way, and you need to be able to get it. And then rotating this is not, I don't think you can do that. This pump has to go on that way, so that's what I came up with. That works just fine. Shifts good, everything's great. And other than that, I think we're pretty much ready to put some fuel in it. Oh, I need to button this up. I'm gonna put a gallon of fuel in it and pump all that old out. Alright, that's kind of what it'll look like. So obviously I got to put a clamp right here, but I'm gonna wait till after I flush and do all that stuff. Alright, I'm at the ramp. Let me see what happens here. I left the cover on it. That's probably a mistake. Chairs in the way. Look at that. Sit this down some more. Here's one of my favorite ones. Oh, I'm going to turn that around where we're supposed to be. Yeah, let's move the first. Okay. So now we're going to go down. She's a smoker and a drinker. Ah, the smell of a two-string. Alright. So you've got live up here and internet, like, we've got a lot of water in this thing. I'm wondering, like, we've still got a little bit of water. Even with that pump. So was that from before? Or is it really going to let it in here? Let's see what happens. Let's type it. Let's see what we got. Can't tell. Seems like it's going on. It's got something going on. That's what happens if we just fill it up. Navigation anchor. Well, it didn't come on. Okay. I don't know if we have a bilge or not. On the side. You let that fill up. Don't let this sit here and run. I'm gonna let it sit here for a few minutes. I'm gonna try to get this as full as I can and see if there's anything else that comes out of the fuel tank. I think we got it, but We'll see. Well, we've been sitting here about 30 minutes, letting it run. It's just sitting right there idling. Do this thing. So, I'm not seeing any more stuff come out of the tank, but I think that tank definitely needs to be flushed. I stopped this and then I thought, well, okay, we'll drain it out. Let that drain out, and then I'll see if we got any more water in the tank. If we got more water in the tank, then we definitely got another problem. So we're doing pretty good. I mean, just sit there idling. I don't know. Didn't feel like it. I think that's just what was left over, and because I'm on this ramp, it went to the end and I picked it up. I think this tank needs to be, like, it needs to be like cleaned out. So yeah, anyway, I think that tank needs to be cleaned out. So far we're good. Anyway, I guess I'll just turn her up, get out of here. Now I got a couple guys coming in, so I want to get out of their way, and it's hot and I want to get out of here, so that's what we're gonna do next.